Good morning, everybody. Back at the track, day 3, elimination round. So, we don't know who we're racing yet. Camaro has to race Haley James, who is pretty well front runner in this class. She's been to some 40s this weekend. Usually goes 40s at these events, which is what we've been trying to do. But ended up finding on the last run, the plunger, the nitrous solenoid plungers actually were dimpled pretty bad, so it's flowing less nitrous early. So we don't have any new ones, but we have some that are less dimpled. So Gonzo went ahead and swapped those over, and they're going to flow the system real quick and kind of see what it does. Make sure everything's okay with that. My car, I'm going to see who I'm racing. Depending on who I'm racing, I may just get rid of the boost ramp totally and just let it come in as hard as it can, because the boost is kind of trailing up. It's not doing what I want it to. So I wanted to plant the tire and the boost to come in and flash and work real hard. So we'll see who we're racing. If it's somebody that I think I've got covered, then I probably will leave it where it was last night. I'm going to go ahead and add some weight to the axle to try and keep it from spinning so bad and try and help with that. But we're definitely, I talked to TJ already, we're going to come up with a solution, try and get a wing on this thing. I have a kit there, but it's kind of narrow, so I do have some carbon there. We could probably make something up. So we're going to try and make a wing for this thing. That way we can get some downforce on it at the back of the track, because it definitely needs it. So we're going to get some fuel in this thing, check everything over, and get ready for round 1 of elimination. All right, guys, went ahead and added like right around 23 pounds to the back of the car. I was trying to add more, but this piece right here in the center wouldn't allow me to put a big bar back there, so we got 2 little bars. Hopefully it helps. We'll see what it does. Alright guys, so that did exactly what I wanted it to. So it comes up, hits our rev offset right here, and then drops down. I'm trying to leave about, so before we were leaving about 4,500, now we're leaving 40, like should be around 4,800 once it gets tightened up. Yeah, 4,816 pounds. Before we were 4,515 pounds. So just hit it a little bit harder out of the hole. See if we can't get that 60 foot down. I'm going to leave the boost ramp the same. I have another boost ramp, but we'll save that for like a test day. But first round, I don't want to go out there and just knock the tire off. So we'll just get after the 60 foot just a little bit and see what it'll do. Should go PB. All right, so crisis avoided. I happen to be looking at it. I don't know if you guys see. And I noticed the belt was a little wobbly. It looks like our fuel pump drive came loose. So good thing we just checked that. Petty and Miller and Tidwell. Waiting for Antron to come up. Of course, we'll be running at Pro 275 as those cars are heading to the staging lanes now.
guys, we are back. Day 3, elimination day. Snowbirds at Brandon Motorsports Park. And we're getting ready for round 1 eliminations in the Ultra Street Camaro. And we are the underdog in this match right now. We got number 2 qualifier, Haley James. She won a 448 at 161 or 162 mile an hour. So she's got us covered on all aspects. So we got something in the car for it to do its job. I'm going to do mine, and we're going to try to get us a underdog victory here for first round eliminations.
So I have to race a nitrous SN95 Mustang called Yeti. Never seen it before. I actually never even watched it run. And then James has to race a Fox body Mustang. I don't know if the car's got a name, but it's a big block twin turbo deal. Pretty fast car. So he's about to run Ultra, and then he's gonna hop in the car real quick and get up here, get next to them, and get down the track.
It looked like James spun. I don't know what they ultimately decided on the tune-up. I know that they fixed the plungers. I don't know what they ended up doing with nitrous ramp or any of that stuff. So I'm a little scared now. The track, everybody that seems to be hitting it pretty hard right now is spun. And I'm hitting this a little bit more RPM, not a lot more boost, but a lot more RPM. I'm a little concerned, but I guess we'll just see what it does. Hopefully Moonshine does its thing and we can get a W here.
Guys, apparently something was leaking, so they would not let me make the run. I was a little pissed off, but not really at them. I mean, they're just doing their job. I'm mad that I had something like that happen and I couldn't make elimination rounds, but it is what it is. So we just checked everything under the car and put it up on the brake with it in the air and checking all kinds of stuff, and nothing's leaking. So I don't know what the heck it was. There's a little bit of stuff on the trans itself, but nothing's leaking. So I don't know what it was, but it is what
what it is. It is a fresh track, so it's not like somebody else before me did it. Whatever. It is what it is. We had a good weekend. We went faster every single pass, and I can't wait to get this thing back out here and do some testing and just make some 60-foot rips, get a wing on this thing so that out back gets a little more stable. But yeah, definitely going to get this thing back out here real soon and see if we can't get this thing to go deep into one of those areas, 60 foot. That's going to make this thing go pretty quick. So stay tuned.
Made a great showing first round. Alright guys, not a good showing for elimination rounds. It is what it is. Camaro spun. Track just wasn't there for what they were trying to do. They wouldn't let me race because I was leaking something, come to find out. the transmission cooler in the back of the car. That sounded fast. Transmission cooler in the back of the car, one of the fittings got loose somehow. Started dripping a little bit, so they wouldn't let me run, which is good. You know, obviously I don't want to oil the track down. I was mad, not at them, but I was mad that that happened. Something that's on me, so I was mad about it myself. But we do have a leak on the rear end, so we'll have to get that fixed. Get the training cooler, I already tightened the lines up, that's fixed. So got to take the center section out, reseal it. I got some shock sensors at the house, so we'll get those on there, get a drive shaft sensor on it, get some more data on this thing, and start getting faster. James in the Nova had his thumb too light on the button, so when he bumped it, his thumb came off, and obviously when the car leaves, you can't grab it again. So it is what it is. But I appreciate you guys watching, coming along this weekend. As always, stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next episode.